You already on there, Mo T. They hold a little bit, man. Yes, tonight. Check me out. Listen. Sunday morning, rain is falling. Just some covers and some skin. Clouds are shrouding us in moments unforgettable. To fit the twist of more that I am in. But they just get so crazy, living life gets hard to do. I would gladly hit the road, get up and go if I knew that someday it would lead me back to you. That someday it would lead me back to you. That baby, all I need, nothing see is all I see. So come and rest your bones with me. Driving slow on Sunday morning, and I never wanna leave. Fingers trace your every outline. Oh yeah, yeah. Paint a picture with my hands. Back and forth we sway like branches in a storm. Change the weather, still together when I'm in. That baby, all I need. All I need. To see is all I see. All I see. Come and rest your bones with me. Driving slow on Sunday morning, and I never wanna leave. Hey. Yeah. Hanging in Chrissy, Lock Twisted.
Mountaintop Network Radio. Mountaintop Network Radio.
They said I could never talk good sports radio.
What you talking about, Will?
But I told them.
Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn.
So I found out.
It's a transmitter. It's a radio for speaking.
So I saw the light talking sports radio.
I have seen the light!
So I thought about starting Rev T Sports Revival.
By George, he's got it. By George, he's got it.
People are saying,
you can see how you have progressed in the show, and I'll tell you what, man, it shows. I mean, it totally shows.
And our callers are saying this.
Right, man, what you think about the Rev T Sports Revival?
Oh, no. The show seems really good. You seem like you have a lot of fun. This is why I called in, and you both know your sport. So it's always fun talking to people that know their sports. That's why I like to call in whenever I get a chance.
And after I introduce my guests, they say,
for that big intro, I don't know whether to make you my agent or have you call my mom.
Our guests are saying this.
Your broadcast always edifies, and y'all were inspirational. You're unselfish. You don't whitewash anything. You deal with the real problems and issues, whether they popular or unpopular.
And they saying, I'm sounding like this great legend that had a mouthpiece in the radio business.
Man, you talking sports over there like T.D. Green, man. That's what I like about Rev
T Sports Revival.
But most of all, this. Hey, Fred, what you think about the Rev T Sports Revival?
Hey, when you tell them Rev T, if they ears ain't used to great talk radio, they need to adjust. Because at the end of the day, being different ain't being wrong. It's just being who you are. If they scared to be who they are, they probably shouldn't be listening to your show anyway.
Why tweet about it when you could talk about it on the Rev T Sports Revival? Believe that, baby. March with me.
Let's get ready to rumble. Washington, D.C.
Baby! Ow! We live, y'all. Right here, Mountaintop Network Radio DMV. I'm Tavon Fennell at the Real Rev T. Right here live, Mountaintop Network Radio DMV. It's the Rev T Sports Revival. We celebrating episode show number 300, y'all. They said I couldn't do it. They said I couldn't talk no radio. Ow! 300 episodes later, I'm standing strong. I'm marching strong. I'm talking strong. I feel good. Y'all ready? Come on. March with me. March with me. March with me. Right here, y'all. It's the Rev T Sports Revival. We got a lot to talk about. Wednesday, March 4th, 2018. Lace your boots up. Strap them up real tight. Come on and march with me, baby. Right here live, y'all. 300 episode. Let's go. Man. I tell it to the hot. I tell it to the cold. I don't want to talk to nobody lying. And I damn sure ain't got time to be talking to nobody that be signifying. Man, good morning, and welcome to the Rev T Sports Revival. I'm Tavon Fennell at the Real Rev T. We live right here, Mountaintop Network Radio DMV. Hey, y'all, I'm real happy right now, y'all. You know, this 300 episodes of Sports Talk Radio. Yeah, I did. You know, everybody know about 23 years ago, 24 years ago, I started doing my hype thing on the radio back when Team 980 used to be ESPN 980, when it was just 980 on the 980 AM dial. And I just didn't build myself up through the whatever echelons or whatever, and I still got a long way to go. I still got a long way to go. But along the way, though, man, I done had a good ride. I done met a lot of good people. I hadn't got some good friends along the way. I done lost some friends along the way. I done got some friends back along the way. But one thing that I still come to find out about this thing that they call Sports Talk Radio, especially here in the DMV, they not ready for my style. And I'm just being honest with the people. They rather have me talk, hi, we're here this morning live on Mountaintop Network Radio DMV. I'm Tavon Fennell at the Real Rev T. We have a good show for the people this morning. If you would like to call in, 703-763-4979 is the number. If you'd like to call in here on Mountaintop Network Radio DMV, it's the Rev T Sports Revival. Believe, I can't do that. That's that condition radio. So first and foremost, I want to thank all of y'all, every last one of y'all that just take a moment to tune in, to listen to the show, that share the post. Even if you just stop by and listen for 5 or 10 minutes, catch a segment or two of the Sports Revival. I like to thank a lot of people that did help me along the way. Tom Ballalato, Susan Ballalato, over there at WBAD Radio. I'd like to thank the people over there at WBLZ Radio. I got to send a love over to Radio 1, Mama Kathy Hughes, WOL 1450, Super Ken, be with Russ Paul in the morning show. Got to show him a whole lot of love. But it's a couple of people, man, that really push me out there to, man, say, you know, go ahead and do what you're going to do, because it's in you. One is a cat by the name of Michael McNutt. If y'all remember they had a show called The Hater Nation or whatever. Now Michael McNutt and them, they doing Comic-Con in the D.C. area. They building it up. And I appreciate them so much. But Michael McNutt, though, now he was a real anchor and pushing me to break myself out and go do my thing. But it was really Brian Mitchell, a cat named Matt Dinopoly, Scott Jackson, that really kind of pushed me to get into talk radio, to talk sports. And I've been running ever since, and I haven't turned back. I done had some good days. I done had some bad days. I done had days where I done sat down and I done said to myself, what in the hell am I doing this for? Who am I doing this for? Why am I doing this? I've been down this road in this alley. I mean, to be honest with you, you know, am I ever going to make it to the big leagues, or am I going to stay down here in the minor league? I feel like I'm in the big leagues already. I got to thank WKYS 93.9, WKYS DJ Gemini. God willing, y'all, we got some plans for y'all for the Redskin Draft Day party. I'm going to be out there in full effect, y'all. So you can tell all the pretenders and contenders that claim they super fans or whatever, tell them Red we're going to really walk them grounds of FedEx Field this year. My presence will be heavily known. I got to thank, man, my Diesel family. DK Williams, Ron Barnes, Maurice Wood, Tanya Harris, Levita Sterling, just to name a few. They've been real supportive of me. DK and I are really good friends. They had long talks about many things, a lot of things that I wanted to do, a lot of things I wanted to say to the people. And I talk to DK quite often. I just wanted to send a big shout out to the Diesel family. Diesel Reloaded, y'all. Y'all make sure y'all follow with the Diesel. D63 is where we be at the Landover entrance. It's where you can find them. But, I mean, you know, I know y'all saying, well, damn, Reb, you getting kind of touchy and mushy. No, I got to thank people along the way. I want to thank Leonard Kirby. I want to thank Denise, Miss Seakirk 12, Dre, Mr. DC Sports Senior. I want to thank them for their contributions to the show when they was on the show, participating in the show in whatever form or fashion that they want. I got to send some shots out to people like, man, I don't want to miss anybody's name that came on the show. Daryl Graham, Fred Smooth, just to name a few, Rick Snyder, just to name a few guests we done had along the show along the way. So it's just real important for me to make sure that I thank everybody. First and foremost, I got to thank my wife and my kids for putting up with me doing my thing and however form or fashion I do it in. And always I got to thank my mama and my sister. Mama Maxine, the Bayou Me Cola, and my sister Tia Wilson Hall. man, you talk about, man, but you support, behind support. You know, I appreciate them so much. And then I got to send a big shout out to my cousin, old Delegate Diana Fennell, y'all, delegate over there in Landover, Glenard, in that area, for the people, by the people, because she love the people. Delegate Diana Fennell, her and my cousin Jeffrey, I appreciate them so much for their support along the way. My sponsors, Toy Auto Detailing, Maurice Wood, Claudette Mayer, Rucker April. I appreciate them so much. I got to send big love out to Crystal Adair, y'all, Motivational Minutes. Man, and much, 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 much big love going out to my good friend and brother. We talking about Stephen Atkins, y'all, the Inside Blitz. Man, you know, Stephen been a real integral part of what we've been doing here on Mountaintop Network Radio. And I just want to say I appreciate him so much for everything that he does. And I always encourage y'all to take a moment to listen to his show, The Inside Blitz, right here live on Mountaintop Network Radio, DMV. So I just want to share this all with everybody. I'm not I'm trying to multitask. If you come in the room, y'all just make sure y'all go share the post with the people. Let them know what we doing here. Right here live, Mountaintop Network Radio, DMV. I just, you know, for me to be at 300 episode, okay, it's a lot of people that kind of really I was inspired by to do this sports talk radio. And if you want to hear this, you can. If you don't, it's fine. So cat back in the day in the late 60s, early 70s, early 80s, by the name of Petey Green, Petey Waldo Green. And Petey Green inspired me so much to talk sports radio. And that Petey Green didn't do sports radio. Petey Green did political talk. He hit on issues, man, dealing with black people, the injustice for African Americans. Petey Green was out there for people that's been incarcerated. Petey Green was out there doing it, always trying to do something for the kids, always trying to help a man, a woman, boy, girl better than themselves. And that was one thing that was definite and true about Petey Green. But now here, on the flip side of all of this, Petey Green, I used to watch Petey Green late at night on TV on Channel 20 it was. They used to put Petey Green on, then they put Reverend Ike. Matter of fact, they had a cat named Reverend Sherman Howard, Pastor Sherman Howard, up there off of Georgia Avenue, right? Then they have Pastor L.C. Long down there on O Street. Y'all, if y'all been D.C., y'all know what I'm talking about. Pastor Long. And then they will put on Reverend Ike, and then they close you out with Petey Green. And then after Petey Green, y'all know Benny Hill come on. Ain't that crazy? They used to have spiritual stuff. Then they put Benny Hill on about 2 o'clock. Boy, I used to love some Benny. But anyway, I used to watch Petey Green, and I used to just love the way he just kept it like it T.I. is and kept it real with the people. And so I took that format, and I decided I was going to talk sports radio. Some people like my style. Some people don't like my style. But I really don't care. But I do it because I like talking with the people and not at the people, because I'm just the people. And so I just wanted to say I appreciate all that love and support for y'all. But anyway, y'all, 703-763-4979 is the number. Why tweet about it? Why Facebook about it when you can talk about it? I tell you what, let's go ahead and take a break. And when we come back, y'all, I want to jump right into this. Let's get in this little bit of Wizards talk. Can we do that? And you never know. It's the 300 episode. Who might call in? 703-763-4979 is the number, y'all. Why tweet about it? Why Facebook about it when you could talk about it right here live? Mountaintop Network Radio. It's the Rev T Sports Revival. Let's go, y'all. Ow! Do it till you're satisfied.
Mountaintop Network Radio.
Specialized custom
designs t-shirts. Our shirts range from infants to adult 5X. We make shirts for groups, churches, organizations, and we will do personalized shirts of your favorite sports team. If you mention the Rev T Sports Revival or Mountaintop Network Radio, you would get a 10% discount off your first order. You can reach us on Facebook at Rucker Apparel. You can email us at ruckerapparel@gmail.com, or you can even give us a call at 202-577-5903. Get your custom t-shirt.
Mountaintop Network Radio.
This is Maurice Wood with Ghostis Real Estate. If you're looking to buy, sell, or invest in the Washington metropolitan area, give me a call, 240-356-3580. When you do, mention Mountaintop Network Radio and receive a free CMA on your current home. Once again, this is Maurice Wood with Ghostis Real Estate. Give me a call today, 240-356-3580. Real estate is a relationship business. Let's build one.
Mountaintop Network Radio.
Crystal M. Adair on Mountaintop Network Radio, where the people's voice can be heard. I'm a motivational speaker and an author of the newly released Therapy, a memoir novella by Crystal M. Adair. Go click on Amazon right now. Get your 5-star copy with great reviews. I promise you, it's a book that will change your life. Again, Crystal M. Adair with Mountaintop Network Radio. Tune in again for my motivational minutes.
Call Toys Auto Detailing today, 703-743-4556, and tell Toys the Rev T Sports Revival sends you, and receive a discount on your auto detail for your car for the holidays today. That's 703-743-4556. Call Toys. He'll have you in your car, making you feel like you're a movie star. Hey, y'all, call Toys Auto Detailing today, a proud sponsor of the Rev T Sports Revival. Believe, baby, call Toys today.
This is Steven Askins, host of The Inside Blue. You can catch me Sunday mornings at 10 a.m. right here on Mountaintop Network Radio DMV. Where we will break down the Thursday night game, talk about the Sunday games, give you injury and fantasy pointers. So tune in Sunday morning, 10 to 11 a.m. right here on Mountaintop Network Radio DMV.
Yeah, we live, y'all, right here, Mountaintop Network Radio DMV. I'm Tavon Fennell at the Real Rev T. It's the Rev T Sports Revival. Ow! The 300 episode, y'all. Ain't nothing stopping me now. Nothing stopping me now. If his name ain't little baby Jesus, if he ain't laid up in the manger, listen here, ain't nobody stopping me. Ow! Let's go! Man, so glad to be here with the people this morning. 703-763-4979 is the number, y'all. Why tweet about it? Why Facebook about it when you could talk about it right here live? Mountaintop Network Radio, DMV is the Rev T Sports Revival. I'm going to tell y'all what I'm going to do. I'm going to tell y'all, watch this. Watch what I'm going to do. Watch this. Let's call them up right now. You know, I done did this show for a long time, y'all. And I got to, you know, lollygag and bull gonna be what it is. But at the end of the day, though, you know, it is what it is. And a big part of me doing the sports revival right here on Mountaintop Network Radio was a big, you know.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message.
Yeah, I was trying to tap through to see, but, you know, I got to give props where props due. The DMV kill. UKO McLean. BS gonna be BS. Friends get mad at each other. Friends have whatever yada yada with each other. But at the end of the day, though, DMV kill was and has been a big part of why I done got the 300 episodes. Bullshit gonna be bullshit, but friends, whether they mad at each other or disagree with each other about other people's bullshit, is always going to be friends. And I'd be damn wrong to sit here and do this 300 episode without further ado letting y'all hear the one and only, that's right, y'all, my man 50 Grand, that talk sports only like he can. DMV Kel. Good morning, Shane.
Rev T, Revivalites, Revivalettes. You miss me? I'm like that cockroach. I'm right back. What's up, fam?
Hey, what's going on, champion? Good morning to you, brother. Yeah.
Good morning.
Yeah,
everyday
y'all.
life, man.
Yeah.
Everyday life, babe.
Yeah. We live, y'all, right here, Mountaintop Network Radio, DMV. It's the Rev T Sports Revival. Man, let's get right into it, DMV Kel. So, man, a lot to talk about, man. Alex Smith, brother. Kirk Cousins gone. Kirk Cousins gone. Hold on, let me play the music. He ain't coming back no more. I've been hitting this Shirley Caesar hard. Kirk Cousins ain't coming back no more. Here you go right here. Okay, that's Kirk Cousins gone. Hold on, who else gone, DMV Kel? Sewell Cravens. Let's do it for Sewell Cravens. He ain't coming back no more neither. Hold on. Niles Paul, he ain't coming back no more, is he? Let's go, Niles Paul, for you. But hold on, though. Who else ain't coming back no more, DMV Kel?
Will Compton.
Oh, you knew I was waiting for you to say that. Hold on. Bow to that, Bama. Here we go. So basically what we have right here is a starting of a new DMV Kel. Washington Redskins, they done put this team together. They trying to assemble this team. They done bought in some pieces. They done bought in this young and wide receiver.
Paul Richardson.
Paul Richardson from over at Seattle. Okay, they got Alex Smith, 34. He'll be 34 once the season get into year old quarterback. Kelly, if you don't know, I've been comparing Alex Smith to Mark Brunell. The type of move that they made with Alex Smith is the same type of move that the Washington Redskins made almost 10 years ago with Mark Brunell when they brought Joe Gibbs here to be the coach for the Redskins again. Will it work? I don't know. Will it give the Redskins some hope? Maybe so. Do I think Alex Smith is more aggressive than Kirk Cousins? Yes. But do I feel like that he will give different results? I don't know, Kel. They got to put pieces around him.
Well, they putting pieces around him as we speak. I think this season is the linchpin for Jay Gruden because you said you couldn't do it with Kirk. You only gave a percentage of your playbook up. Alex Smith is a wily veteran. He throws less interceptions. Last year, Alex Smith, in both fumbled and interceptions, accounted for seven of the turnovers that Kansas City had. Kirk Cousins last year accounted for 17 between interceptions and fumbles lost. 17 turnovers Kirk Cousins was responsible for. Alex Smith, and you know, I tell people all the time, football has evolved, okay? You don't really see teams huddling up anymore. They walk to the line of scrimmage. They depend on that quarterback, that leader, to read the defense and then put the offense in the most possible successful position on each play. Kirk Cousins never did that. He couldn't. I'm not going to say he couldn't read the defenses. I'm just going to say he didn't. I'm going to say when the rubber actually met the road, Kirk Cousins would crumble. You know, Kirk Cousins would every time towards the end of the game. I don't know how many times you and I have conversated on this. When the moment get biggest, the lights get brightest, some people dim down. Some people can't handle that stage. And we saw on several occasions, the Redskins need 7. The Redskins need a field goal. Kirk would throw an interception. One of the offensive linemen would get called for holding. There was a series last year versus the Giants where we had 3 back-to-back-to-back penalties. We started the drive in field goal position, and we ended up back at the 50 because Kirk Cousins and his decision-making. Now, I'm going to tell you what will get the Redskins over. Jay Gruden needs to relinquish his play caller responsibilities and get him an offensive coordinator. Get an offensive coordinator. We watched Philly this year with their aggression, with their attack style on defense, offense, and special teams. We saw them throw on 4th and 1 a pass to the quarterback in the Super Bowl for a touchdown. That's aggressive. Jay Gruden doesn't have that aggression in him. He doesn't have that. I watched the Pittsburgh game last year, and a Pittsburgh player made a mistake. That Bama did everything he could to avoid Mike Tomlin. I mean, he walked at least 20 to 15 players away from Mike Tomlin trying to get to the sideline. Mike Tomlin turned around, sought that player out, and began to give him a piece of his mind. A Redskins player jump off sides, get called for holding, destroy the drive, ruin the drive. They walk right past Jay Gruden like nothing happened. Because they have no fear, no respect for him as their head coach. Because they've seen this passive guy. They've seen this go along to get along mentality from this man.
That's right. That's right. Go ahead, preach.
And as he comes out and he makes a statement saying it's not his job to motivate. Brother, if I was in that locker room and my coach made a statement like that, we get ready to put us a petition together and present it to the owner to get his ass out of there. Because that's all a head coach is, a motivator of men. You have to talk to these guys and get these guys to the point where they'll run through a brick wall for you. Saying stuff like, well, I don't know, we had a real good week of practice. Well, when the hell is your week of practice going to translate to the game? I've seen 2 years straight where the Giants were our last opponent for the season. And this team did not come prepared.
Didn't come prepared at all.
Didn't come ready to play. Didn't even look like they knew it was a game going on that Sunday versus the Giants. So Alex Smith, we've seen him be successful. We've seen him make plays. Alex Smith was known as Captain Checkdown at one point in his career. Well, Alex Smith said, I'm going to prove to you all that I can throw the ball.
That's right.
That I can get the ball downfield. I've just never had the offense that would allow me to do this type of thing. I didn't have the offense around me, both head coach, wide receiver. I didn't have the pieces to do this. Kansas City put the pieces around him, and Alex Smith's performance caused people to change their perception. The question is, because we know that Alex Smith can be successful. We've seen it. We know that Alex Smith is going to take care of the football. We've seen it. The only unknown variable in this situation is Jay Gruden.
No.
How is he going to coach?
Yeah, and let me throw something else out there, Kill, that I've been putting out there to the people. What did Alex Smith have when he was in San Francisco? What did Alex Smith have in that offense when he was in Kansas City? Think about it. What did he have in that
running game?
And what did he have? Oh, okay, you getting close. But in that running game, he had a running back and he had what else, Kel?
A great tight end.
No, well, we all know that. But he had a fullback in that backfield.
Oh, yeah. He had a fullback.
And that fullback, in my eyes, always has given Alex Smith an extra 2 seconds for him to do his thing, for him to make a read, for him to decide if he's going to go across the field, downfield, or is he going to tuck it and start running. And one thing that's worried to me, that troubles me about the Washington Redskins when it comes to Alex Smith, being 33, being 34 years old, that likes to tuck the ball and run the ball if he don't see it. Not in RG3 style ways, but in the NFL-type quarterback way. So I'm not saying
he does it as necessary.
Right,
he does it as necessary.
I'm not. Go ahead.
He looks to pass.
Right.
RG3 look to run.
Exactly. So I'm not going. I don't want anybody to miscue my words and say, oh, no, not any way am I comparing Alex Smith to RG3. I'm saying that he will run the ball is what I'm trying to say, if necessary. But at the end of the day, though, he had that fullback that gave him that extra 2-3 seconds to decide that. Without him having a true running back that can read defenses, because P. Ryan, as much as a lot of people like the little pinball, bowling ball, what they want to call him, he's not the answer. Rob Kelly, I've been saying
I'm going to say this about P. Ryan.
Yeah.
I'm going to say this about P. Ryan, Rob Kelly. They're not Chris Thompson. They're not going to outrun anybody on the edges. That's not their game. If you watch their college game, they were downhill between the tackles type runners. And Gruden wanted to turn them into speed backs. No, that's just like we watched the Super Bowl. Whenever LeGarrette Blount received that handoff, he didn't go to the left. He didn't go to the right. He ran straight downhill. And he beat that defense, that New England defense, and pounded on that New England defense until they didn't have the will to tackle him anymore. Mm-hmm. And I believe with Rob Kelly and P. Ryan, that same formula would have been successful for them. But you got these coaches who want to reinvent the wheel, who want to change what football has always been. That fullback, I said it once, I've said it a million times, and I stand on it. Your fullback is an extra offensive lineman. And when he's in that game and he can pick up those blitz, or he can open that hole for that running back, that's priceless. That is a valuable commodity for your football team.
Exactly. So at the end of the day, you know, when it comes down to it, if I ever had concern about Alex Smith with the Washington Redskins, that's my main concern. Am I concerned about him throwing 1 million interceptions a game? Oh, no, I'm not worried about that. No. I'm not. Am I worried about him making dumb mistakes? No, that's not. That hasn't been his forte over his career. So I'm not going to throw that on his mind, on his name, on that man. But what I'm going to say is this, though. If this doesn't work, DMV Kill, who is going to take the blame for this? Because as we see, Doug Williams has been thrown to the forefront of all of this. He's been the talker. He's been the urn, so to speak, to the Moses, which is the Redskins. He's been the urn doing the speaking to the people about what's going on, about the moves that's being made. But now, you know, all this sounds good and dandy now on paper. And, you know, kind of on talking, it sounds good and dandy now. But if this ship decides that it wants to sail, and it starts to sink, will they use Doug Williams as a scapegoat? We're going to take a break, DMV Kel. We sitting live right here at Mountain Top Network Radio, DMV. I'm Tavon Fennell at The Real Rev T. Y'all can find DMV Kel on Twitter. He DMV Kel too, because he can't remember his Twitter page name. And then you can find him at UKL McLean on Facebook. We live right here at Mountain Top Network Radio. It's the 300 episode. We sitting there talking Redskins, y'all. We be right back, y'all. Let's go. Ow!
Mountain Top Network Radio.
Custom designed t-shirts. Our shirts range from infants to adult 5X. We make shirts for groups, churches, organizations, and we will do personalized shirts of your favorite sports team. If you mention the Rev T Sports Revival or Mountain Top Network Radio, you will get a 10% discount off your first order. You can reach us on Facebook at Rucker Apparel. You can email us at ruckerapparel@gmail.com, or you can even give us a call at 202-577-5903.
Mountain Top Network Radio.
This is Maurice Wood with Goshen Real Estate. If you're looking to buy, sell, or invest in the Washington metropolitan area, give me a call, 240-356-3580. When you do, mention Mountain Top Network Radio and receive a free CMA on your current home. Once again, this is Maurice Wood with Goshen Real Estate. Give me a call today, 240-356-3580. Real estate is a relationship business. Let's build one.
Mountain Top Network Radio.
Crystal M. Adair on Mountain Top Network Radio, where the people's voice can be heard. I'm a motivational speaker and an author of the newly released Therapy, a memoir novella by Crystal M. Adair. Go click on Amazon right now. Get your 5-star copy with great reviews. I promise you, it's a book that will change your life. Again, Crystal M. Adair with Mountain Top Network Radio. Tune in again for my motivational minutes.
Call Toys Auto Detailing today, 703-743-4556, and tell Toys the Rev T Sports Revival sends you, and receive a discount on your auto detail for your car for the holidays today. That's 703-743-4556. Call Toys. He'll have you in your car, making you feel like you're a movie star. Hey, y'all, call Toys Auto Detailing today, a proud sponsor of the Rev T Sports Revival. Believe, baby, call Toys today.
Mountain Top Network Radio. Mountain Top Network
Steve Velasquez, host of the Inside Blitz. You can catch me Sunday mornings at 10 a.m. right here on Mountain Top Network Radio, DMV. We'll break down the Thursday night game, talk about the Sunday games, give you injury and fantasy pointers. So tune in Sunday morning, 10 to 11 a.m. right here on Mountain Top Network Radio, DMV.
Yeah, we live, y'all, right here, Mountain Top Network Radio, DMV. I'm Tavon Fennell at The Real Rev T. It's the Rev T Sports Revival. Yeah, y'all, DMV Kel, he up in here, y'all. Woo, woo, 300 episode. DMV Kel, he came to the party like lottie-dottie to talk to the people. We sitting there talking Alex Smith. And before we went to break, DMV Kel, I threw out the question to you, and I've been standing on this. Will Doug Williams be the scapegoat if this thing fails with the Washington Redskins and the moves that they making this year? Utah.
I think he won't. I think he won't. It wasn't Doug Williams that ran Scott McCloughan out of town. Doug Williams is the suggestion guy. Bruce Allen is the guy that pulls the trigger on these moves. Bruce Allen is the guy, and speaking of pull the trigger, I got to send a prayer up for the guy. I know we all seen it, the young lady that accidentally shot the dude in the head, man. We got to send a prayer for that brother, man.
Hey, that video, that was a real video, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's real life, man. That was real life. And the brother is on life support now. You know, the young lady is incarcerated. The gentleman that was in the back seat, he's incarcerated. You know, so I just want to send a quick prayer and a speedy recovery to that brother who got accidentally shot in the head. But back on topic, Bruce Allen is the guy that's pulling the trigger. Bruce Allen is the guy that ran Scott McCloughan out of town. Bruce Allen is the guy that started the rumor that Scott McCloughan was drinking and showing up to the facility in an unprofessional manner.
He was drinking. Was he drinking or was he drinking?
Drinking.
Okay, see,
You know what I mean?
see, if you was drinking, and where we from, that's just sipping. You was sipping, but if he was drinking, then that means he was getting drunker in his soul. Am I right or wrong?
Yeah. Mind, body, and soul.
Thinking of speaking of drinking and stuff. Just real off the real though, you know this Sunday was Easter Sunday, Resurrection Sunday. They say little baby Jesus, he got up like somebody, DMV Kill.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, I went to church, DMV Kill. I really did. I went to the Catholic church early in the morning. Man, that was some of the finest Chevys, red wine that you could. I went through the line 3 times during communion. but hold on, Kel. I had to go.
Well, I understand that because you 3 people in one.
Right. That's right. I went 3 times. I was gonna go back 4 times to blow on mine, but the man told me he said, "You sit right there. We gonna fill your cup." But anyway, but after I left the Catholic church, you know, I had to go to 11:30 service to the Baptist church, right? Man, they collected had the collection 3 times. I walked in the church, they passed the plate. They sang a song, they passed the plate. The preacher preached about baby Jesus getting up, they passed the plate. And even when I was walking out the door, they had a plate at the hand at the door. But what really pissed me off, DVK, and I'm going to close this up real quick. What pissed me off was, you know, I don't go to church as much as I need to or should be doing, some people say. But if I go to church on Sunday, kid, after I hear the word, I want some of the holy bird. And they said they wasn't serving no Sunday chicken. Man, I was mad as hell, DMV Kel.
Yeah, I mean, baby, I hear what you're saying. My lady.
They didn't serve no chicken at the church.
Made sure I had a meal on Easter Sunday.
No, but I went to the church. I wanted some of that good church chicken to make your lips greasy and you could rub some of it on your skin so you won't be They wasn't serving the chicken at the church on Easter Sunday. They said you had to go to IHOP to go out to eat.
Pineapples.
Yeah. But anyway, though, we sitting in live, though, y'all, Mountaintop Network Radio. I would just had to put that out. I was real frustrated behind that DMV. But listen here, though. But we got to say good morning, man, to Larry Green. We see you tuning in. Scott Austin, man, always a pleasure to have you tuning in. There you go right there. Richard from the Wilson Tribe, y'all. We see you in the house. And there go Mike Underwood Sr. Hold on, Mike Underwood Sr. He say, Breland ain't coming back no more. Hold on, Mike. This for you, Mike. Let's do it. He won't. Who that? But what's his name? Rashad Breeland. He won't be back no more.
Breeland.
I won't be back. Yeah. Hold on. Oh, I got to do one more for Ryan Grant. Let's do it for Ryan Grant.
Hey, Terrell Pryor. He's not coming back.
Hold, DMV. You said Terrell Pryor? You said
Pride, done.
You think he coming? Oh, but that ain't sketched in scone yet. But what you saying is he ain't coming back.
He was here on a 1-year deal. He was here on. I told you, man. The Redskins. Now I give them their props on that. Whoever idea it was to put these players on a 1-year deal, that was brilliant. That was brilliant because it's like. You franchise a free agent because you got him for a year. You see how he pans out. If it doesn't work, guess what? You can part ways. You only paid him maybe $3-4 million for the season. That's winning. That's winning. So whoever came up with that idea, that was a good idea. That was a great idea. Terrell Pryor is gone. How do I know that? Because the first thing the Redskins did was pick up Paul Richardson. He was the first free agent that we signed. The handwriting is on the wall, brother. It is on the wall. Terrell Pryor is done.
Hold on.
As a Washington Redskins.
So you say hit the music, Kel?
Hit the music.
He ain't coming back no more. Terrell Pryor, DMV Kel. And see, when you look at this thing, DMV Kel, and you talk about, you know, who won't be in the back no more, who not coming back to the Washington Redskins. Any of these players that we lost, hold on, I forgot one, Trent Murphy. Let's go for Trent Murphy. I had to do that for Trent Murphy, too. But at the end of the day, though, do we really miss any of these players?
No.
I mean, be honest with yourself. Do you really miss any of these players? Any of these players that left the Washington Redskins, do you really miss any one of them? Will Compton, do you really miss him?
Hell no.
Okay.
I wish somebody take Morgan Moses' ass with him.
Right.
Toothpick legs.
Bro, they can't get rid of Morgan Moses because he got that contract.
Man, come on, man. We know what NFL stands for. Not for long.
And Mike
I don't
Underwood.
care what type of contract I gave you. If you look at what's happening with Dez Bryant in Dallas. Look at what's going on there. Slim, you either going to play for less money or you ain't going to be on this team.
Yeah. I mean,
plain and simple.
That's the way it go. And you got to understand, when you see these players get these big contracts, the numbers look good. What's up, Larry? We see you, DeAndre Lamar. We see you, Albert Leon Cross Sr. Good morning to you.
What's up, Al?
Man, good morning to Anthony Sanchez. We see you tuning in. And there you go, y'all. Steven Atkins of the Inside Blitz. We see Albert Brown tuning in this morning. Wayne King, good morning. Brian Langford, we see you. Vinny Lowe, way down low. Darnell Gray, good morning to you. Rick Johnson, good morning, champion. Aisha Stewart, we see you. William DJ Chill, Willie Kell, we see you. There go John Jennifer, y'all. That's Toy Autos Detailing. Y'all get up with him. And that's my man right there, y'all. Danny, the 85 South Redskin Fan Club. That's Randall Martin Sr. in the house. Him and his lovely wife. We appreciate him so much. Denise Davis, we see you. And there go my lovely aunt, Patricia Onakoya. And there you go right there. Steven Atkins, y'all. The Inside Blitz right here, Mount Top Network Radio DMV. Come get some, y'all. He be up here next week doing this thing. Good morning to Darlene Parker. We see you, mama. Rasul McGee, good morning to you, champ. Scott Austin, appreciate you so much. 703-763-4979 is a number, y'all. Why tweet about it? Why Facebook about it when you can talk about it live right here on Mount Top Network Radio, DMV. It's the Rev T Sports Revival. I'm Tavon Fennell. At the Real Rev T, y'all. DMV Kel. That's right, y'all. DMV Kel up in the building. 300 episode, y'all, for the Sports Revival. Big part of what I've been doing here, been doing for some years. I couldn't do this 300 episode without having DMV Kel on, and I appreciate him so much for joining us this morning, y'all. Maybe we'll catch him down the road. He'll be back with us sooner rather than later, y'all, when the season tune in. We sit here live, Mount Top Network Radio DMV, where the people's voice can be heard. 703-763-4979 is a number. I want to tell everybody in the Redskin Nation, the Redskin fan base, y'all look out, y'all. Redskin Draft Day Party, WKYS 93.9 WKYS. I'm going to be out there with the street team giving out giveaways for the people, y'all. Rev T Sports Revival with DJ Gemini. And just the thing in the back of your minds, y'all know I like go-go. I heard I might have a go-go band out there. I'm just saying, that's what I heard, y'all. But, you know, stay tuned for more details, and we can put that together in all types of weather right here live. Mount Top Network Radio, DMV. Want to thank 93.9 WKYS for support me, y'all, in the Sports Revival here, DJ Gemini. But let's hear, though, DMV Kel. I want to throw something that then came out in the air. about an old Griffey baby. You ready for this, DMV Kel?
Man, do I really have to talk about him?
Yeah, just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Getting married in a stylistic suit. I got to talk about him.
Oh, that suit.
I thought that man was about to break down singing "Bet You By Golly."
Oh man, like he from the doo-wop. He was doo-wopping. He's a doo-wopper. Well,
collar blues.
Could I tell you something, man? It's been said that Bama, RG Please, has been signed to the Baltimore Ravens practice squad.
Hey, more power to you. It don't affect the Redskins in no way. I could give a good care.
Right, but I just had to put that out there for the people, y'all. And then I wanted to touch on this thing with and while I got you here, DMV Kel, with John Wall. John Wall coming back to the Wizards after being gone for what, 6 to 8 weeks or whatever?
8 weeks. 8
weeks. And while John Wall has been gone, and if y'all want to chime in on this, 703-763-4979 is the number. Why tweet about it? Why Facebook about it? When you can talk about it right here live on Mount Top Network Radio DMV. We going over time, but we can do that here. Mount Top Network Radio DMV. It's the 300 episode. I'm Tavon Fennell at the Real Rev T. That's DMV Kel, the other voice y'all hear. That's right, DMV Kel in the building. 300 episode Sports Revival. Appreciate him so much for joining us this morning. But this thing with John Wall, DMV Kel.
Hey, Rev, let's do this.
Yeah.
Let's do this.
Yeah.
Hit him with a commercial. Hit him with a commercial because I got something real serious on my mind with this Washington Wizards and this John Wall situation.
Solid. We're going to take a break, y'all. DMV Kel say we're going to take a break real quick. So, look. I tell you what, let's take this break. Come right back, Mount Top Network Radio, DMV. Y'all get on the bus and march with us, baby. Right here live, Mount Top Network Radio, DMV. It's the Rev TV Sports Revival. Let's go, baby. Do it till you satisfied. 300 episode. Let's go.
Mount Top Network Radio.
Hey y'all, this is Claudette from Rucker Apparel, where we specialize custom design t-shirts. Our shirts range from infants to adult 5X. We make shirts for groups, churches, organizations, and we will do personalized shirts of your favorite sports team. If you mention the Rev T Sports Revival or Mountaintop Network Radio, you will get a 10% discount off your first order. You can reach us on Facebook at Rucker Apparel. You can email us at ruckerapparel@gmail.com, or you can even give us a call at 202-577-5903.
Mountaintop Network Radio.
This is Maurice Wood with Golson Real Estate. If you're looking to buy, sell, or invest in the Washington metropolitan area, give me a call, 240-356-3580. When you do, mention Mountaintop Network Radio and receive a free CMA on your current home. Once again, this is Maurice Wood with Golson Real Estate. Give me a call today, 240-356-3580. Real estate is a relationship business. Let's build one.
Mountaintop Network Radio.
Crystal M. Adair on Mountaintop Network Radio, where the people's voice can be heard. I'm a motivational speaker and an author of the newly released Therapy, a memoir novella by Crystal M. Adair. Go click on Amazon right now. Get your 5-star copy with great reviews. I promise you, it's a book that will change your life. Again, Crystal M. Adair with Mountaintop Network Radio. Tune in again for my motivational minute.
Call Toys Auto Detailing today. 703-743-4556 and tell Toys the Rev T Sports Revival sends you and receive a discount on your auto detail for your car for the holidays today. That's 703-743-4556. Call Toys. He'll have you in your car, making you feel like you're a movie star. Hey, y'all, call Toys Auto Detailing today, a proud sponsor of the Rev T Sports Revival. Believe, baby, call Toys today.
Mountaintop Network Radio. Mountaintop Network
Stephen
Radio.
Askins, host of the Inside Blitz. You can catch me Sunday mornings at 10 a.m. right here on Mountaintop Network Radio DMV. We'll break down the Thursday night game, talk about the Sunday games, give you injury and fantasy pointers. So tune in Sunday morning, 10 to 11 a.m. right here on Mountaintop Network Radio, DMV.
Mountaintop Network Radio.
We sitting here live, y'all. Right here at Mountaintop Network Radio, DMV. I'm Tavon Fennell at the Real Rev T. DMV Kel, y'all. He up in the building, y'all. 300 episode. We having a good time. Hey, listen here. We going into the second hour. Right here live, Mountaintop Network Radio, DMV. Where the people's voice can be heard. 703-763-4979 is the number. Why tweet about it? Why Facebook about it? Where you can talk about it right here live on the Rev T Sports Survivor. Yeah. So DMV Kel, before we went to break, and I just want to say before we go to break, before we get into this thing with John Wall, what I want to say is, Larry Green, just hold on for a minute. I just saw, I was lagging over here, so I'm just kind of scrolling down and seeing some of you all's response and replies. So listen here, we're going to talk about that, and that's a good topic because I wanted to talk with Kel about that. Will Dan Snyder demote Bruce Allen? Because it's some drama that's coming out of Redskin Park. A little birdie then said that one little birdie, and the little birdie then kind of went to the people and said that Dan ain't too happy with what Bruce doing down below with the Washington Redskins. We're going to talk about that, but we got to stay on this thing with John Wall right now. DMV Kel said, Rev, hold up, wait a minute, listen here, Bama. He say, go ahead and take a break, because what I want to say about John Wall, some people might like, some people might not like. So without further ado, I'm going to drop the mic. DMV Kel, do it till you satisfied. Ow!
The first thing I'm going to say, Marcin Gortat and Bradley Beal, how dare you disrespect the All-Star, the only true All-Star on this Washington Wizards team, by coming out saying when John Wall first was injured and you played a couple of games and you won a couple of games against weaker opponents, y'all are happy everybody's eating. As if to say you are or were a better team without John Wall being on the court. That's that's bull cookie, okay? That is some crap. Because you beat a couple of basically D-League teams playing in the NBA, you thought it was okay to come out and talk about everybody's eating, meaning the ball is being shared as if it wasn't when John Wall was there. Bradley Beal, I'm starting to think the money you received was for the turnovers that you create. Because every time you touch the ball or try to play the point guard position, you have failed tremendously. You have either lost the ball out of bounds or straight up turned it over to the other team. Every time you have tried to play point guard for this Washington Wizards team. Marcin Gortat, and I understand you're older, you know, and the bulk of the responsibility falls on Ernie Grunfeld. But while you're out there on that court, bro, I was expecting to see more energy, activity, protecting the rim. At the end of the day, you're 7 feet. If you stretch your hands up in the air, you go to the basket. Your reach is at the basket. Why is it that you can't rebound? This slap bound crap, okay, there's a time and a place for it.
Hold on, Kel. Am I sensing a you big dummy moment?
Well, I mean, yeah, because both of them were dummies.
Sometimes athletes do and say things that make you say, "Oh, you went and did it." We decided we gonna have a conversation.
To the guy that is the key to the car to start it. None of us are taking our car keys and chucking them because we need those keys in order for the car to operate. John Wall is the key. Y'all are just the supporting cast, man.
Man, I got to say good morning to Jeremiah Smith, Daryl Jackson. Good morning to you. And there you go right there, y'all. Jerry Sutton in the building, man. He said, good morning, Rev. Always a pleasure to listen to the show. He said, oh, man, what's up, DMVKO? Great to hear your thoughts, brother, about our teams, man. We sitting here live, y'all, Mountaintop Network Radio, DMV. I'm Tavon Fennell at The Real Rev T on Twitter, Tavon Fennell on Facebook. That's UKO McClain, y'all, on Facebook. DMVKO2, I think it is, on Twitter, y'all. Y'all can find it. We sitting here live, Mountaintop Network Radio, DMV. He put some things out there about John Wall. It was, a lot of chitter and chatter talking about John Wall coming back to this team. And I could say one thing about what's been happening without John Wall on this team, but I can say one thing that can happen and should be happening, and probably you will see, hopefully by the time they get in the playoffs, to happen with John Wall. John Wall been sitting on that sideline a whole lot of time, kid, watching some of his teammates flourish and develop and start to come to and make a name for himself, especially on that bench. So what it is, John Wall sees where his teammates like to make plays. John Wall has had a chance to really see that. Now the whole thing is, if John Wall will go out there and put it all together and lead this Washington Wizards team like he's supposed to. I'm not too concerned about Bradley Beal. You know, a couple of years back when they gave Bradley Beal that contract, Kel, I was heavy on that young boy. But to me, as of right now, Bradley Beal, not with his mouth, but what he's doing on the court, being Bradley Beal, playing the 2 position, not the 1, he has lived up to what they paying him for. But to put the ball...
I disagree. There have been too many game-winning opportunities. There have been too many clutch moments where Bradley Beal coming down court, pulling up stupid Steph Curry threes, knowing that that's not his game. Too many times I've seen where a player, Satoransky, would pass the ball to Bradley Beal, and he's either not focused or whatever, and he misses the pass, it goes out of bounds, it's a turnover. I'm sorry. He has not, in my opinion, earned the contract that has been given to him. The only reason they gave him that contract was because they felt as though he and John Wall, being as though they're both around the same age, that they could develop a chemistry. Well, Ernie Grunfeld, how about your chemistry now? You can take it, pack it up in your briefcase, stick it up, and go. You can go. Because I'm telling you, if I'm Ted Leonsis and my general manager comes into my office and tells me that he's willing to do the same job for less money, I mean, hey, revivalize. We're all working people. Would you all go into your boss's office and tell your boss or supervisor that you will work for less than what you've already received from them? The moment you come to me and tell me that, you're suspect to me. So you know that the job you've been doing is so beneath the norm. It has been so unproductive that you come into your boss's office and tell him you're going to work for less. This Washington Wizards team, I don't care about the unit on the court because they have talent on the court. where talent is missing is in the general manager's position. Because Ernie Grunfeld has traded picks away.
Mm-hmm.
Ernie Grunfeld brought Ramon Sessions. When you had Mike Conley, you had Mo Williams, you had bona fide coming off the bench and having no problem with it point guards that were out there during the trade before the trade deadline. You made no moves for any of these guys. But you brought back Ramon Sessions. For what? For what? It's not
for
like
what?
he had a good run when he was here the first time.
Why? I didn't understand that move. See, that's Ernie Grunfeld and Bruce Allen must be first or second cousins.
Gotta be. Or they drinking out of the same damn water fountain that nobody else is.
Or they going to the strange strip bar together.
You know? Because the decisions that these dudes make, man, and I'm sick and freaking tired of it. I'm sick and tired of it. Just when you thought it was safe to watch the Wizards again, here we go. Here we go. Your star player goes down, and your number 2 and your number 3 have nothing positive to say. Everybody gets a chance to eat. Everybody is eating. We're sharing the basketball. Well, guess what, assholes? The John Wall first night back, he gave you 14 points, 12 assists with no turnovers, plus 7 rebounds. He was 3 rebounds away from a triple-double. Bradley Beal, when have you had a double-double? Let alone a triple. I've never seen that from Bradley Beal. Marcin Gortat, your big 7-foot ass. I can't recall. I've seen Marcin Gortat get a double-double, but at 7 feet, playing in the paint, I mean, damn, that's expected.
Yeah.
I expect you to get 10 rebounds, 12 points. I expect that. What I don't expect is the smallest damn player on the court out jumping you for a rebound.
For a rebound. And you can't say, oh, my back stiff, man, to hell with that. There's no way in the world a dude that's almost 5 feet smaller than you is getting rebounds over top of you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
And Mr. Grunfeld, okay, your center position is the oldest position that you have with Gortat, Mahinmi, and Smith.
Oh, God.
From time to time, they allow
don't
Smith
say
to play that
Mahinmi.
center.
Mahinmi set everybody up. He at the beginning of the season, Mahinmi was acting like he came to play some damn basketball. And where's Mahinmi now? They should do it. Where in the world is Mahinmi right now? Because
he's old, Rev. He's old. And understand, yes, I know he's a young man, but in basketball, age, he's old. His body has endured all type of injuries. And now he's at the phase of his career where his lower body is failing him. But you didn't make a move to try to go get a center. You didn't make a move to bolster your paint presence. This team will continue to be a first-round exit team as long as Ernie Grunfeld is allowed to keep running things.
Man, we live, y'all, right here, Mountaintop Network Radio, DMV. 703-763-4979 is the number, y'all. Brian Harness, we see you tuning in, young captain. Always a pleasure throughout the weather to have you sitting there tuning in with me this morning here live right here, Mountaintop Network Radio, DMV, where the people's voices can be heard. Man, but listen here, though, DMV, Kale. I want to go back to this thing about Dan Snyder and Bruce Allen possibly having some little chitter-chatter and beef going on between each other. So we going to take a break, and when we come back, we going to get right down on that. Right here live, Mountaintop. Man, Kev, why don't you go ahead and do it, Slim?
Revivalites, Revivalettes. Y'all know where y'all at already, man. Keep that radio tuned in, listening, because we're going to be informative, entertaining, and all that. So like my man Rev always say, put your boots on and march with us, baby. Ow!
Let's go. Ow!
Network Radio.
Custom designed t-shirts. Our shirts range from infants to adult 5X. We make shirts for groups, churches, organizations, and we will do personalized shirts of your favorite sports team. If you mention the Rev T Sports Revival or Mountaintop Network Radio, you will get a 10% discount off your first order. You can reach us on Facebook at Rucker Apparel. You can email us at ruckerapparel@gmail.com, or you can even give us a call at 202-577-5903. Get your custom t-shirt.
Mountaintop Network Radio.
This is Maurice Wood with Ghostis Real Estate. If you're looking to buy, sell, or invest in the Washington metropolitan area, give me a call, 240-356-3580. When you do, mention Mountaintop Network Radio and receive a free CMA on your current home. Once again, this is Maurice Wood with Ghostis Real Estate. Give me a call today, 240-356-3580. Real estate is a relationship business. Let's build one.
Mountaintop Network Radio.
Crystal M. Adair on Mountaintop Network Radio, where the people's voice can be heard. I'm a motivational speaker and an author of the newly released Therapy, a memoir novella by Crystal M. Adair. Go click on Amazon right now. Get your 5-star copy with great reviews. I promise you, it's a book that will change your life. Again, Crystal M. Adair with Mountaintop Network Radio. Tune in again for my motivational minutes.
Call Toys Auto Detailing today, 703-743-4556, and tell Toys the Rev T Sports Revival sends you, and receive a discount on your auto detail for your car for the holidays today. That's 703-743-4556. Call Toys. He'll have you in your car, making you feel like you're a movie star. Hey, y'all, call Toys Auto Detailing today, a proud sponsor of the Rev T Sports Revival. Believe, baby, call Toys today.
Mountaintop Network Radio.
This is Steven Askins, host of the Inside Blue. You can catch me Sunday mornings at 10 a.m. right here on Mountaintop Network Radio DMV. And we will break down the Thursday night game, talk about the Sunday games, give you injury and fantasy pointers. So tune in Sunday morning, 10 to 11 a.m. right here on Mountaintop Network Radio DMV.
Mountaintop Network Radio.
We live right here, Mountaintop Network Radio DMV. I'm Tavon Fennell at the Real Rev T. Sitting alongside me, y'all, that's DMV Kel. He up in the building, 300 episodes. Rev T Sports Revival. Right here, Mountaintop Network Radio DMV, where the people's voice can be heard. Before we went to break, though, y'all, we was sitting there. And I got to go back and put it out there because I say, why tweet about it or Facebook about it when you talk about it? And Larry Green wanted to put this thing out there, and I really wanted to really pick DMVKO mind with this one. Bruce Allen, it's being said that Dan Allen, excuse me, I said Dan Allen, that Dan Snyder, owner of the Washington Redskins, is a little bit pissed with Bruce Allen right about now. And he's not happy with how the Redskins have panned out over the last 10 years since Bruce Allen has been here. 3rd in the division, 4th in the division, only 2 playoffs appearances. And yet and still he keeps going back to Bruce Allen. He keeps selling to the people, and Bruce, I trust. But now it's coming out that Dan Snyder's mind is a little worried, DMVK, and his heart could be, a little bit troubled about what Bruce Allen is doing with the Washington Redskins. Talk about it.
It's about time. It's about time. That's all I got to say about that. It's about freaking time. Because Bruce Allen, I, as a Washington Redskins diehard, lost so much respect for that man. When he, and I don't care what anybody tells me, I don't care what anybody says. And if you know Bruce Allen, so what? You can't beat me. When he leaked out to Chris Cooley that Scott McCloughan was showing up to the facility drunk because he saw the love, the respect, and the following that Scott McCloughan was getting, and it irritated him. It disturbed him. When Scott McCloughan, at the end of the game, standing on the field, shaking the players' hands as they come off the field. When Kirk Cousins come up and show his affection and ruffle Bruce Allen's hair and then ask him, how you like me now? I mean, Scott McCloughan's hair, how you like me now? Scott McCloughan had this team going in the right direction. And everybody that is a Redskins fan and are as close to the situation as we are developed the mantra, in Scott, we trust. Bruce Allen didn't like that. He did not like that. He allowed his petty ways to come in and wreck what this man was building and destroy what this man was putting together. And rumors have surfaced that the Redskins haven't even paid this man yet.
Bruce Allen?
They haven't even, no. Scott McCloughan.
Oh yeah, we all know about that. That they fight that in arbitration right now.
Yeah, but guess what? Scott McCloughan has been nothing but the consummate professional. He hasn't said anything.
His wife has.
He hasn't.
His wife she's been very vocal on social media, especially on the Twitter side, saying things here and there, some directly, some indirectly. And Scott McCloughan, he been right there retweeting it, if not commenting on it, but definitely damn sure liking it, retweeting it. But carry on though.
Well, I mean, hey, Brandy gonna stand up for you.
I understand that.
And Reese gonna stand up for me.
I understand that.
That's what a wife is supposed to
I understand that, but I just wanted to put that out there that is happening. But carry on. I'm not knocking your words, but carry on.
Right. The man himself hasn't slipped and gone to the dark side. And I can appreciate and respect that. I hope that it's truth to the rumors. I hope that Doug Williams' influence on this draft and these free agents are enough to make Dan Snyder say, you know what? I got a Redskins great. I got a historian in my building. The first African-American quarterback to win a Super Bowl. And not just win it, but in dominating fashion. I have a historian in the building. I have a player turned office man that this fan base loves, no matter what color you are. Black, white, brown, indifferent. Everybody loves Doug Williams. Everybody don't love Bruce Allen. Everybody don't respect Bruce Allen. Doug Williams has a rapport, a reputation,
with the people,
and respect from these players in this league. He was the first African-American quarterback to win a Super Bowl. That is an accomplishment. That is an achievement. Then he went to Grambling. And everybody, I'm so glad Doug Williams is back in the fold, working with the organization. Now we need to get a couple of other guys, Darrell Green, Brian Mitchell. We need to get a couple of other Redskins greats in here.
Yeah, but
working with these guys.
Daryl Green over there with Brad Johnson is doing his thing over there at George Mason University. Ask me how I know.
Exactly.
They trying to recruit buttons.
Exactly. So, listen, Bruce Allen's voice, to me, the only reason they listen to him is because they know he handles the dollars. They listen to Doug Williams because they respect him.
Mm-hmm.
And it's safe to say, if Dan and Bruce sever ties and Doug Williams step up in that position, Jay Gruden's ass is packed up and gone. Because I've seen the interactions with Doug Williams and Jay Gruden. Okay? Mm-hmm. Just here, when we signed Alex Smith and they had his introduction interview, where was Bruce Allen?
See, that's
Doug Williams was there.
Yeah, but that's the whole thing right there is what I'm talking about, DMVK. I need some clarification who calling the shots. I really need some clarifications. Who's calling the shots? Who's
well, like I said, Doug Williams making the suggestions, and Bruce Allen is actually pulling the trigger. He's the guy that's actually calling the shots. Doug Williams is just coming to him with his suggestions. Look, man, all right, nobody really believes that Kirk Cousins is the quarterback that can take us to the promised land. We got Alex Smith, man, down there in Kansas City. They chomping at the bit for that younger Mahomes to come in. Yeah, it might cost us Kendall Fuller. But if it's one position that the Redskins are deep in, it's the secondary. They got more damn secondary players than any other position on that field. So we can afford to lose a Kendall Fuller. And for all the Redskins fans that act like it's so hard to say, get out of here with that crap. Because I remember plenty of games where Kendall Fuller was either too slow, too short, or just flat out didn't make the play. So while he was developing and turning into something, there still was a lot of growth. There still was a lot of room for growth in that young man's game. If you ask me, the Redskins got the better of that deal. The Redskins got the better of that deal.
I agree.
Because it did turn out like it did, I don't believe Bruce Allen was that influential in that decision, man. I'm thinking that's a Doug Williams move. A move that savvy, a move that good. That's not Bruce Allen's track record. That's not what he does. Doug Williams do, though.
Yeah.
So while right now Doug Williams is making the suggestion, Bruce Allen is the one that's actually pulling the trigger.
It's pulling the trigger, and you got to watch that right now. You got to watch that right now, because I wonder who gonna take the downfall. Who gonna fall? You know, who gonna be the scapegoat if this thing go bad?
Bruce Allen. He's gonna fall on the sword.
Okay, we can
because
say
more
that.
and more we see Dan Snyder growing confident with Doug Williams and the things that he's suggesting that they do. More and more, you see Bruce Allen and Dan Snyder, that wedge starting to be hammered in between them. Because Dan Snyder has given Bruce Allen countless opportunities. He brought in a general manager. If he had faith in Bruce Allen, he wouldn't have never brought Scott McCloughan here.
That's right.
If he had faith in Bruce Allen, it wouldn't take Doug Williams' suggestions in order to go out and get an Alex Smith. So the handwriting was already on the wall. The media has just gained knowledge of the subject.
That's right.
It's been on the wall.
It's been on
the
wall.
The actions of Dan Snyder tell you he's never really had full comp. Well, I'm not going to say never. In the beginning of their partnership, I'm pretty sure he had all faith in Bruce Allen. But as the time has gone, seasons have passed, he understands. Bruce Allen is our lawyer. Bruce Allen is the guy to go to court and fight for the name Redskins. But when it comes to putting a team together, I need somebody who really truly knows football. I need somebody who is an X and O's performance type guy. And no knock on Bruce Allen, that's not his bag. That's not his bag. He deals with the money, working on the contract, trying to make sure every contract that is signed is Redskin friendly. That's his thing. Doug Williams is the one that's going to the grocery store, making sure he's getting the freshest carrots, the freshest beef, the freshest vegetables for that stew. He's putting that together and cooking that to make a tasty meal. All Bruce Allen is doing is giving him the money, like our mothers used to do, Red, back in the day. Give you the little food stamp booklet and a list. And you better get everything that's on that list, or your ass going back to the store.
Or you going back to the store. We sitting here live, y'all, right here, Mountaintop Network Radio, DMV. I'm Tavon Fannell at the Real Rare T. That's DMV Kel on the line, Kel. I'm kind of stalling a little bit because, you know, when you got 2 miles, or you like ours, you know what I'm saying, on the airwaves, if you could get another mouthy person on the airwave with us two together, you know, if you think about know what I'm talking about, then that might be a little bit of drama going on. So I'm just kind of stalling, just waiting for a Kumbaya to stop by and celebrate the 300th episode with us here live on Mountaintop Network Radio, DMV. Let's see, we got a caller on the line. 703, what's going on?
Real T.
Who is this?
You know who this is. This Fred Smoot, the mouth of the South.
Oh, I tell it to the hot, I tell it to the cold. You got to let Freddie Smoot, fill up your soul with all that good sports talk. Man, we celebrating the 300th episode, man, and it's a pleasure, man, to have a good friend of mine, man. Y'all, Fred Smoot, y'all know who he is. The pride and the joy of the Washington Redskins, man. Good friend of Sean Taylor, man. And happy birthday to Sean Taylor. His birthday was on Sunday. Ain't that right, Fred?
Yeah, man. We were both Aries, man. That's why we was, so tight and so in tune with each other, man. And, the tragic part is he would have only been 35. So, that's one of them things that you take with you, and it's a life lesson learned, because I think we all out there got families and friends that died too soon. So at the end of the day, especially over senseless violence, this is not just a hood story. This is a world story. It's happening everywhere. We need to stop this, man. At one point, we can't be our own worst enemy.
Oh, man. Hey, man. That's DMV Kel, Fred. That's my co-host sitting on the line with us this morning.
All right. How you doing, bro?
What's up, Fred? Hey, we met a long time ago, man. A party you had. I knew a female that knew a female that knew a female that knew you. You know what I mean? But and we had a good time communicating and talking and showing each other love. Hey, listen, this is a good man on this phone right now. DMV Kel stamps it, stand behind it, and we're going to march on that. This is a great man here on this line, a guy that doesn't mind giving back to his community, be it time, be it financial, or just helping you when you got a flat tire. You know what I mean? That's the man on the phone. And I appreciate you being here, bro. And, to touch on what you said, since Sean Taylor's senseless death, you're right. It feels like a family member. It feels like you lost. I can remember what I was doing then, and I can remember what I was doing on each anniversary or remembrance of Sean Taylor. And it hurts the same today as much as it did that fatal day when we heard he lost his life. So, yeah, hey, Sean Taylor, man, you rest up there in heaven, man. Keep looking out over us, man, and watching us, man. And because, you know, a lot of people had this man's character misconstrued. You know, they thought that he was a wild man, you know, uncontrollable. That's just how he played football.
No. At the end of the day, people think because the media can paint these pictures. I tell people what the media is. If you turn on the news right now, the news ain't reporting no good news. They only report bad news. So therefore, if they only report your bad, that's how people gonna view you. And everybody like to throw their little hints in of how they feel. Or, I wouldn't do this. I wouldn't do this. At the end of the day, when we get drafted to the NFL, we are 20, 21, 22-year-old men that people are looking to pattern their life after us. We talking about 45, 50-year-old men at home looking for us to make things happen. Now, at the end of the day, we are kids and we are learning on the run. 85% of us are from the ghettos around America, and then they give us millions of dollars and just say, go live life. You think there's not going to be no mistakes? Oh, it's going to be plenty of mistakes, but you can't paint a kid by the mistakes he makes as a young man, why he's growing, why he's coming to a new environment, why he's just growing as a person, period. And, you know, that's always been one of those things that made me mad. Even with the Kaepernick situation, it makes me mad with that. Why are people looking at a 20-year-old, 29-year-old man to change everything in the world? That's not going to happen. How about the people we pay to do this actually step up and do something and stop being responsible? How about Al Sharpton actually do his job? Jackson do his job. So that's a job for youngsters to do. They're entertainers, and that's all. So the picture painted by the media is whatever they want you to know.
That's Fred Smoot, y'all. That's Fred Smoot right here live. Mountaintop Network Radio, DMV. I tell it to the high. I tell it to the cold. I don't talk to nobody that be lying, and I damn sure don't talk to nobody that be signifying, y'all. Right here, Mountaintop Network Radio, this DMV. It's Rev T Sports Survival, 300 episode. DMV Kel, he in the building, y'all. Fred Smoot. But listen here, Fred, we going to move right along. You know I don't want to hold you up too long, man. But I got to ask you this, man. This your diggity bop. Before you called in, we was sitting there talking about this drama that some little birdie didn't told another little birdie that Dan Snyder maybe not too happy what's going on, how Bruce Allen calling the shots. And the question, Fred, that I want you to answer, that I've been throwing out there to the people to answer is, will Doug Williams be the scapegoat for all of this if this stuff failed this year?
No, Doug ain't gonna be no scapegoat. And let me tell you something about Dan. He don't make threats. All right. If he made a threat that he was fired, he would have been fired today. All right. Dan ain't the threat making type. So you know. At this time of year when there's nothing really to talk about, they will manifest anything. Now, a lot of people want Bruce Allen out of here. Let's be honest about Bruce Allen. The one thing Bruce Allen does have, he has a family tie to the Redskin organization. And you got to look at him as what he is as a GM. He's a businessman. Bruce has never been what you call a guy that's grade A when it comes to picking talent in the draft. Where are we near? We are near the draft right now. So, yeah, Dan might be mad with some of the guys that he might want to pick. But believe me, if he was going to get fired, we wouldn't have woke up talking about a little birdie told you that he might get fired. He would be looking for a new job right now.
As we speak.
As we speak, he would be on the market. And there wouldn't be no talking about it.
We live, y'all, right here, Mountaintop Network Radio, DMV. I'm Tavon Fennell at the Real Rev T. That's the mouth of the South right there, y'all. Freddie Smoot in the building. DMV Kel, man, on my left-hand side, standing tall. 300 episode. Fred, we celebrate, man. But let's put it out there, though. Listen here, Freddie Smoot. RG3, they say he been picked up by the Baltimore Ravens practice squad, but Colin Kaepernick still ain't got no job. Can you help me understand this a little bit better?
Well, Robert is younger. Robert has a higher ceiling, and Robert don't come with no baggage. You know, and he can't go to the practice squad. He's too old for that. So he's going to be the backup quarterback, and he's going to have a chance to actually win that starting job. Because Joe Flacco 30, that's what I call him, he been stealing from the bank with no mask for the last 4 years. So don't be shocked in mid-season if RG3, a.k.a. Bobby Three Sticks, is the starter for our neighbor and our cousin down the street. So it's just one of those things, man. Hey, listen to this. I'll be honest with you and very raw with you, Rev T. I'm the dirty Dickin from the South on your show.
Testify.
Check this out.
Testify.
Right? It's been 2 dudes in the NFL that took a knee. The first one was Tim Tebow. Ran his keister out of time. The second one was Colin Kaepernick. Ran his keister out of time. Now, the NFL is not the NBA. The players don't have the power. The shield, that logo on that helmet has the power, all right? And when guys step out and make their attention about them or something that they feeling, that's why I say Kaepernick shouldn't have had to sacrifice his career for that. No, Al Sharpton should have. Jesse Jackson should have.
Oh, man.
Right.
A child. Okay?
A child.
Not a young man. Not a child, but a young man.
Right.
All right? So that's where everything gets conflicted. You're talking about using a platform, that's being proactive. You're talking about every time the other two come around, and whatever happened, it already happened. They just come around and stand. That's it.
But
that's it.
And you call it, Fred, because at the end of the day, we sitting there live, y'all, Mountaintop Network Radio DMV. That's Fred Smoot, y'all, sitting there talking and testifying. The dirty deacon is at the table at the pulpit, y'all. Pass the plate. But listen here, though, at the end of the day, you just told it like it TIA, Freddie Smoot, because, you know, I heard if you want Al to march with you right now, or even if you want Jesse and that Rainbow Coalition to come march with you, it costs you a couple of dollars. I'm just saying.
And it costs you a couple of dollars for something that's supposed to be free.
Yeah.
My grandma is from Mississippi. I am from Mississippi, and they always told me a fish stank from the head down.
Oh,
you
man.
understand?
Oh,
So
man.
you stink from the leaders down.
Oh, man. Oh, man.
Hey,
Oh, man.
listen, on a personal note, I remember I was a young man in church, and we did a concert outside the White House. Reverend Jesse Jackson showed up. A lady who had just lost her husband, her daughter, and her son in a fatal car accident and was out on the street homeless. She told Jesse Jackson, I don't want no money. I just want you to pray for me. He turned around, found the camera, and began his political tirade, completely ignoring the woman just wanted him to pray with her.
Simple thing. Just pray with her, give her some inspiration.
Exactly. The leaders of today have failed us tremendously.
We got to hold them accountable, but we don't hold them accountable. So why wouldn't you do that? Why wouldn't you do that? Anybody would do a job that I don't have to do a job. But now you got to post it on Instagram with a bathrobe on. I don't get it, man. It's all a joke to me. I come from a place that give it rugged and raw. And now all of a sudden, social media, and now everybody tough on social media, so they really showing their hands. That's like I told you, I'm from Mississippi. I've seen the truth my whole life.
Oh, man.
Right? My whole life.
Oh, man.
It ain't started yesterday.
Hey, Smooth, tell them, when you came up, it was still colored and white water fountains, in certain areas.
Hey, man, when I came up, it was still people running around. I didn't know we were free. Still around, think slavery going on. All right? So, and that's what our generation don't understand is we're one generation removed. We're one generation removed, and at the time we're supposed to be coming together, building each other up. We are tearing each other apart.
Oh, man.
Right? And that's just what it is. If it ain't social media, it's just not banding together. It always takes tragedy. Every time we come together, it just takes tragedy. We can't put together something and follow it through. No, it takes tragedy to bring us together, and that's a shame. That's a damn shame.
Oh, man, that's Fred Smoot, y'all.
Say, man, the African-American race was richest and purists back in those days when the corner store was owned by Mr. Johnson and Miss Johnson. Okay?
Oh, yeah, we talking about the 70s now.
Exactly. We didn't have the money or the resources that are available to us now, but we had each other.
Hey, I know Mr. Johnson.
Martin Luther King didn't go to no ATM machine and pull no money out to support his marches. No, whatever town or city he went to, the people gathered together and made sure that man's message and his being were safely cared for. It's not like that anymore. Everybody, they give us a little bit, and everybody thinks, I've arrived, I've accomplished something. Well, what about that brother or that sister that's still struggling, that don't have knowledge of self, that don't understand that black is beautiful?
Beautiful.
What about them?
But it has to be more than beautiful. It has to be useful. Like my grandma told me the first day I got drafted. My grandma looked me right in the face and she said, boy, don't you give them no fish sandwiches. You teach them how to fish like you. Because if not, you're cheating them. If you can't teach them how to take care of their family and give them the tools to build wealth and to make money to leave, so every child ain't born into struggle and not to the point to where struggle ain't bad, because now I have to go through that with my kids. Like I told them, every time we eat breakfast, I point at them all the time. You broke. That is okay. You know, you gotta that's the give and the take. Like my kids have never known that true toughness on how it feels to go up and not have a meal every day.
Oh man.
Have that. And it's a give and the take that comes with that. And you can't buy toughness off the shelf. No. That's what you need to live this life.
Exactly.
We live, y'all, right here, Mountaintop Network Radio, DMV. Man, that's the mouth of the South. The Dirty Deacon, he up in the house. Fred Smoot, y'all. NFL great, man. Washington Redskins great. Secondary play. But let's hear though, Fred. You know, we done talked about football, the Redskins, a little bit of RG3, a little bit of Alex Smith, but
politics. We done talked a little bit of everything.
That's what somebody need to let us loose like gooses. But I'm just trying to say, Freddie Smoot, before I let you go about it here, I gotta ask you one question. Can you please answer this question for me, Fred Smoot?
What's that? Preach, brother. What you got?
Who bit Beyonce?
Who bit Beyonce? Ain't that the question of the century? Who killed JFK, Tupac, Biggie, and who bit Beyonce?
Who bit Beyonce? I need to know. Did they bite her on her ass? Freddie Smoot, DMV Cam? Did they bite her on her left cheek?
And this was a line in Vegas, and I was a bad man. I had to blame Mike Tyson for it.
You say Mike Tyson bit Beyonce. I say Pac-Man bit Beyonce.
I gotta think that Mike Tyson did.
Pac-Man bit Beyonce. Hell, I bit Beyonce. Hell, Dick Gregory bit Beyonce.
I heard from an anonymous source it was your man Dennis Rodman.
That had to be very cute as it was.
I heard Kuda Kente bit Beyonce. Kuda Kente did it.
I would have paid to see
I don't know who it is, but, you know, like I said, if you don't mess with that beehive now, you get ran out of town.
Man, that's...
Real quick, Smoot, I got to know, what's up with Fred Smoot? What's your next move, man? I miss seeing you and hearing you and listening to that knowledge, man, through that ignorant box.
He been around.
So what's next for you,
man? Know, you can only talk. So when you're doing sports, man, you can only talk really sports, man. You know, it's dangerous to really open your mouth and be you, man. So when I'm doing that, you get a very tamed Fred Smoot, and I keep to the narrative, you know. But you know, I'm gonna get into some more free flowing shows. I got a podcast I'm starting in a couple of weeks, so I'll be able to really open up on that and really talk. And it's me, Aaron Hawksworth, and my guy Jack, who's a military guy. So and we got people from all over, you know, all over cloth, different type people to really speak their mind and really talk about some stuff and open up, you know, different type venues and stuff.
That's all right. Hey, Fred, but I'm going to tell you something, and I'm going to let you go. You know why people from D.C. really love you, man? You think it's because of
Man,
football,
tell me,
don't you?
Cause they know I actually be cooking my own grits at home. What is it, Ray?
No, it ain't that, Fred. It ain't because you was close to Sean Taylor. It ain't because you was a Washington Redskin. But the people in D.C., they really love you because of Murray Jr.
Marion Barry Jr.?
You know he from Mississippi.
Yeah, I already know it. Who else is doing like Marion Barry?
And when you talk about that, how you spell Mississippi, Fred?
Hey, you already know how it goes. It's an M-I.
Crooked letter I. Humpback. I.
You know what that is.
Yeah. See what I mean?
Hey, Fred, I'm going to add to that and say the people in this DMV area love you, man, because real recognize real, okay? If you don't want to know what the hell really went on during that game, don't stick a mic in Fred Smoot face because he's going to give it to you like a T.I. is. And that's what, listen, because so many times, Fred, we would watch the post-game show and we get players who say the politically correct answer. And we, as DMV Redskins fans, we appreciate a player that comes out and says exactly what the hell we just watched. And say it like it is.
And we stink at that time. It ain't like I can sit here and lie to you like we ain't just sit out here and get beat by 40 points. At the end of the day, evidently, we need to go back to the drawing board. Like, it's easy.
Right. We got a head coach coming out telling us we had a good week of practice. Well, when the hell is it going to translate to the field?
Well, that means we need to have a good amount of games then.
Oh, man. Hey, Fred Smoot, tell the people, man.
I understand, man, and I can understand why Redskin fans are. You know, we watch Philly, a city that never had a championship, get a championship, so I can understand the run around here is at a fever pitch right now. I can totally understand. And the way that they built that team, not basically overnight, but basically in 2 years by trading all the Chip Kelly guys out of there, and then they go to a Super Bowl. So what does that mean? At the end of the day, I've been telling people it's all about the fat boys. They went got a defensive line. They went made it better with Michael Bennett and a Holy Nada. You know they got a rotation out of this world. If you can make a quarterback uncomfortable, you can win any game of the week. You show me the fat boys and I'll tell you what our record going to be year in and year out.
That's Fred Smoot, man.
That's Tom Brady.
Hey, man.
That's Tom Brady.
hey, Fred, this is the 300th episode of the Sports Revival, man. Just like you did last time.
Baby.
Yeah, put it out there, man. Give me some good words to keep marching on, to keep doing what I do, Chang.
Hey, man, you already know what to keep doing what you do. If you already made it to 300, don't you stop till you get to 3,000, brother. You know how it go, man.
Oh, man. I appreciate you so much, y'all. That's Fred Smoot. Y'all can go follow him on Twitter at FSmoot21. Sean T, that is, on Twitter. And Fred Smoot, it's on Facebook, but he low-key, y'all. And I'm trying to tell you, don't hit him up till after 12 because he ain't going to answer. He a night man. He like the night owl.
I have reserved the right not to wake up before 10:30. Like my boy say on Boys and Ladies, don't you come around here before 10:30 knocking on no door.
Oh man,
y'all. That's
I don't care what I said.
Hey.
That was my boy Cliff, man. My boy Cliff, you know, Cliff a DMV native, man. Who was the then? Chauncey. Oh, thank you, Chauncey, huh?
We grew up, hey, Smoot. I grew up 2 blocks away from him. And we was down the Aqua Lounge maybe about 2 weeks ago, and he was in there, and you would have thought that we never had that time apart. He showed me and my peoples so much love, man. So much love. And like I said, the DMV area, he the man. Clifton Powell is the man, Joe. And real, recognize real. So, Smoot, you keep being real. You keep giving it to them until they can't do nothing but accept you. You keep standing on the principles that your grandma gave you and the other adults in your life that made you and molded you to the real man that you are. We ain't got nothing but love for you, brother.
That's man.
Yes, sir.
That's Fred Smoot, y'all. It's Freddie Smoot, y'all. Pass the plate. Tabernacle. Hey, man, I appreciate you and love you so much, Fred.
All right, brother, man. I always nothing but love, man. Y'all keep doing y'all thing, man. Thanks for having me.
All right, Chan. My man,
No
Fred
doubt.
Smoot, y'all. This is his song. He liked this Marvin Gaye right here. We going to let go out with this, y'all. Man, we done had a good show with the people. I tell it to the hot. I tell it to the cold. I don't want nobody lying or signifying, y'all. That was Fred Smoot, man, that joined us here this morning, man. I appreciate all the listeners, man. DMV Kale, man, he was here with us, man, 300 episode. We said we was going to go 1 hour, but we end up going 2 hours with all that power, y'all. Man, I'm trying to tell you, DMV Kale, that was some good stuff right there to talk with Fred Smoot. But the thing about it now is, DMV Kale, is that we got to keep moving on, man. Keep marching on, doing our thing like a chicken wing. This thing with the Washington Redskins, it got to work. When it all comes down to it, it can't work the year after next. It got to show great promise this year. And the only way to show great promise is to see them at least get to the second round of the playoffs. Hell, the first step is to get them into the playoffs. And I'm not talking about late in the year, but I'm talking about soon as it start time coming around when you could clinch your division. We talking about 5 weeks before the season even end. The Washington Redskins need to be in contention. They need to be talking about their name. They got the Philadelphia
Eagles.
Eagles.
Ground running. They have to hit the ground running.
Yeah, you got the Philadelphia Eagles.
It's time out. It's time out. Listen, this season that just passed was the hardest season for me as a Redskins fan that I can recall. It's the hardest. I mean, even through the Jim Zorns and Steve Spurriers and all of that nonsense, this season was the hardest. And I don't know if it was because of all the controversy surrounding Kirk Cousins or their play on the field. I think it was a combination and a mixture of it all. But this season, Red, do you know the Redskins played games and I didn't even dress up the man cave. There were no Redskin paraphernalia on the wall, no pictures, no jerseys. And all my buddies would come and they'd be like, damn, DMV, what's up, man? Why you don't have your stuff up? Because this has been a disheartening season. And as a fan, I can't keep giving of myself like I am for what I'm receiving in return.
Man, we sitting there live, y'all, Mountaintop Network Radio. That's DMV Kale. They can find them on Twitter at DMV Kale2, UKL McLean on Facebook. Man, we done had a good show for the people. I'm glad everybody joined with us, tuned in, the viewers, the listeners, right here in Mountaintop Network Radio right now. As I look at the numbers, we talking about 3,654 people listening, tuning in right now on the Mountaintop Network Radio link, and we appreciate y'all so much tuning in. Facebook Live, y'all awesome. Twitter, we love you so much. And listen for the replay on YouTube, iTunes, Stitches, wherever it might hit you. And right here live, Mountaintop Network Radio DMV, where the people's voice can be heard. I'm Tavon Fennell at the Real Rev T for my co-host for today. We talking about DMV Kale sitting in the house, y'all. 300 episode. We celebrating, y'all, and roughing it off, y'all. Love somebody, and rest in peace to Dr. King, man. Rest in peace, Chain.